Just sitting here in the ute about to meet with a client, but I thought we'd have a quick chat about how we can manage the quality and delivery of our projects as our companies grow. This is hugely important if you're planning on moving away from the on-site part of your business. Ultimately, the way we achieve this is by improving communications from you to your clients and your staff members. Let me tell you a quick story. During my time of owning a trade business, I received a phone call from a client who was at wit's end. He was halfway through a construction project and the company completing the work was letting him down at every turn. The thing is, years prior to this, the company had completed a mountain of work on the property and it was work that he was really happy with. Over the next few years, the client spread the message about how delighted he was with this work, and the business ended up servicing the majority of his friend circle. So when it came time for more work to be completed on the property, it was a no-brainer. He got back in contact with this company, they provided a quote, he accepted the quote and they got on with the work. The problem was, over the years, this company had grown so quickly and the owner of the business was no longer on site directing the staff and the subcontractors. To quote the client, during phase 1, I got the A team, and during phase 2, I was sent the D team. He complained about how the lack of communication was leading to poor quality work. The client had gone from a raving fan of this business, providing them with mountains of work from his friend circle, to a rambling critic. There's no doubt that the company could provide quality work, but the expectations from the top weren't reaching the staff on site across all of their jobs. It's so easy to say that we achieve these quality standards through effective communication, but today let's talk about some methods that I've used over the years to actually achieve this. Ultimately, what we're trying to achieve here is an excuse-free environment for your employees. What I mean by this is providing your employees with an abundance of information on a project so that if something was to go wrong, ultimately they know it comes back onto their shoulders. This creates an environment where your employees will go above and beyond for you and your clients. For those watching this thinking that this sounds time consuming, I promise you that this can be implemented once and used over and over for all future projects. So let's run through the 3 deliverables on quality control. Firstly, your staff need to be acutely aware of exactly what you expect them to deliver. This means providing them with the scope of works that you've agreed with your client. Without sharing this with your staff, it could lead to them over-delivering on the scope and costing you more money, or under-delivering on the scope, and come invoicing time, you'll have a client that's difficult to manage. Secondly, you need to educate your staff on how you expect them to deliver the scope. This involves generating an on-site service delivery manual for all the tasks that you would expect them to complete. This document can be compiled by you or is a really good team building exercise to do it all together. It's got tremendous power in training new staff members. It then needs to be shared with your staff and remain accessible at all times when required on site. This manual provides an opportunity for staff members to suggest different ways of doing things and quicker ways to deliver on the scope that you've asked them to do. Finally, you need to share the project's budget with your employees. This includes the time budget and the cost of goods budget that you require them to complete the project within. It's surprising how much more efficient your staff members will be if they know there is an expectation on them around the timings of tasks. Similarly to the on-site service delivery manual, this also creates a pathway of communication for your staff, from your staff to you, They might flag concerns around the budget and that they're not being provided adequate time to complete tasks to a high enough standard. This means moving forward, you can adjust your pricing on these items to make sure you're both making a profit and delivering high quality work. So to summarize, by implementing the 3 stages of quality control, you'll find that you receive less phone calls from staff members, a speedier delivery of agreed scope, better trained team, and lines of communication that can only improve your business.